Right.
Did the president know in January of 2017 that the person he was putting at the focal point of national security was an agent of a foreign country that is sometimes an ally and
How would
sometimes
he have known
now?
if he lied on his
But he does now.
The president should not be tweeting that poor Michael Flynn and talking about how he's been abused by the system if, in fact, he was getting paid by Turkey while he was national security advisor. He didn't disclose that. And he also got Vice President Mike Flynn.
So if you listen to what James Comey was saying, in the hallway, he's echoing what you're saying. And in fact, because you called Comey's remarks today cogent, I think they are revealing too, because it may tell us a little bit behind the scenes of how everybody's looking at this. Remember what he said, the president's words, and I take that to mean, Melissa, including his tweets, can be held against him in some form. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but that was the nugget. The president should stop talking or stop speaking. He's going to be held accountable.
The message is the president ought to have known what Michael Flynn was up to at the time. The president is so far the loser in all of this. We don't know what the sentence is going to be. You've got a judge asking.
Why is the president the loser?
Because the president has minimized what General Flynn has done, and you have a judge saying, did he commit treason?
It's not good. From an optics standpoint, it's not good for the president.
Should the president be tweeting? Maybe he could have tweeted at the time General Flynn was arrested, but he now knows what Flynn was doing at the time, so he shouldn't be minimizing it. General Flynn was a foreign agent while he was working in the White House, and he kept that from his bosses. That is not light or easy or something to be tweeted about or made a joke of.
Who needs MSNBC when you've got Fox News? Trump was overwhelmingly the butt of some harsh criticism today in his continued support for former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Now, he might maintain that he didn't know Flynn was working as a lobbyist for a foreign government when he hired him as National Security Advisor, although he was warned by the Obama administration not to hire him. But the fact is, he knows it now. So why is Trump continuing to signal support for the guy? Just this morning, Trump took to Twitter to wish him good luck in court today. An American national security advisor on the payroll of another country. On the day of Trump's election, November 8th, 2016, Flynn penned an op-ed for The Hill lobbying on behalf of Turkey. Even the judge presiding over Flynn's case this morning did not parse words in his condemnation of Flynn's actions.
Federal Judge Emmett Sullivan scolding President Trump's former national security advisor, telling Flynn, "I am not hiding my disgust, my disdain for your criminal offense."
But this isn't just about Trump's messages of support for Flynn. There's speculation that he'll actually pardon the former NSA chief, who, I should probably remind you, allegedly decided not to tell anyone that he was on the payroll of a foreign country. By the way, it could be revealed that Pence or even Trump knew Flynn was a foreign lobbyist, and that'll mean they're in a heap of trouble beyond this. But for right now, the idea of Trump pardoning him knowing what he's done is arguably the same thing. And here's how Trump's favorite network feels about that.
We started the segment talking about, will President Trump pardon Michael Flynn? And I think that, obviously given some of the tweets and how President Trump has approached this, I think that he may feel as if he might want, he's sending some signals that maybe that's something that he's considering, even though he hasn't said that. I don't think it's appropriate at all for all the reasons we've discussed, particularly because you're being paid by a foreign government while being the incoming national security advisor.
I actually think that this is something that needs to be changed in Washington, D.C., and I know Senator Chuck Grassley has made this point, has also offered legislation.
What needs to be changed?
That FARA should be more thoroughly enforced by the federal government, because if we are worried about other countries doing the bidding in the United States and messing with our policies or elections or what have you, we should know who's lobbying.
You know what? It's almost as if they'd like to see the swamp get drained. Too bad the guy they voted for never promised anything like that.
Total swamp.
But that needs to be changed.
Correct.
I'm going to have to take off my Louboutins to walk through this part.